Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to deep dive into something pretty awesome.
Woo! Fun!
Yeah, thrift store witchcraft.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Right,
Yeah.
so get this, we're talking about finding magical supplies in thrift stores.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like repurposing vintage jewelry, old picture frames, all that good stuff.
So cool.
Yeah, giving these things like a whole new life and purpose right in your practice.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that?
I love that.
Yeah, and what's so cool is like this whole idea of connecting with the energy of these objects.
Absolutely.
It's like,
yeah.
it's not even just about saving money or being eco-friendly,
Right.
which are great things in themselves,
Totally.
but it's more than
Yeah,
that, right?
imbuing your practice with a magic that's like totally unique and sustainable, right?
Yeah, totally. And our sources are packed with all these amazing ideas.
Oh, I bet.
Like, seriously, it's blowing my mind.
And I can't wait to hear.
So, okay, so where do we even begin?
Right.
Like, when you walk into a thrift store, like, what are the things that we should be looking for?
That's a great question.
What are the must-haves?
Well, I would say candles are a great place to start.
Yeah, candle.
They're like a staple in so many practices, right?
Totally.
But they can get so expensive.
Ugh, tell me about it.
But think about it like a vintage candle holder from a thrift store.
Okay.
It might have seen like countless birthdays,
Yeah.
romantic dinners,
Oh, yeah.
maybe even a few seances, who knows?
Oh, spooky.
But that energy,
Yeah.
it becomes like a part of your practice,
Whoa, I've never even thought about it like that.
right?
It's like each little flicker of the candlelight
Yeah,
is carrying like a little bit of history and magic.
exactly. And
Uh,
you don't even have to limit yourself to just the holders.
Oh, true.
You can usually find awesome deals on candles themselves, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but just like a little tip,
You-
make sure you cleanse them really good before using them.
Oh, yeah, of course, safety first.
Always.
Speaking of cleansing, what about like bowls and chalices?
Oh.
Like, I love the idea of using like a vintage teacup in a ritual.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right. But wouldn't you have to like cleanse that super intensely?
Oh, for sure.
Especially if you don't know the history?
Yeah, you definitely want to cleanse anything you bring into your practice.
Right.
Especially something like that.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't have to be like a super complicated thing.
Oh, yeah.
A simple smoke cleanse with some incense or herbs can work wonders.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, just to kind of clear out any lingering energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, sometimes it's not even about like erasing the past completely.
Oh, interesting.
Sometimes embracing the energy of a pre-loved item
Okay.
can actually like enhance your work.
Whoa, that's a really cool point.
Yeah.
It's about being like mindful
Mm.
and intentional with the energy that we're working with.
Exactly.
Right.
Very well said.
So, okay, so beyond teacups,
Yeah.
what other kinds of vessels should we be on the lookout for?
Let me think.
Well, you think I'm going to grab some water?
Okay, so look for interesting bowls,
Okay.
small plates, even those
Yeah.
little decorative ashtrays you see sometimes.
Yeah.
Those can be perfect for holding like herbs or crystals
Hey,
or
sure.
offerings on your altar.
I love that.
It's all about seeing the potential and things
Mhm.
that other people might just like overlook.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that it's like we're on a treasure hunt
It is.
for magical tools.
It totally is.
So I have to admit, when I think of thrift stores,
Yeah.
my mind immediately goes to those like dusty boxes
Oh, yeah.
of old jewelry.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Any tips for navigating that section?
Oh, gosh. The jewelry section is like a gold mine.
Oh, I bet.
You can find such incredible pieces for talismans
Oh.
or altar decorations.
Yeah.
But just remember, ethical sourcing is key.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, like, look for natural materials, gemstones whenever possible.
Okay.
And do your research.
Mhm.
Just make sure you're not, supporting any practices that are, like, harmful
Yeah, for sure.
to the environment or to people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So for someone who's like new to working with gemstones,
Yeah.
what are some like beginner-friendly stones to look for?
Okay. So rose quartz is always a good one.
Okay. Rose quartz.
Yeah, for promoting love and self-care.
Self-love.
Self-love, exactly.
Nice.
Then there's clear quartz, which is awesome for amplifying energy and intention.
Okay.
And then amethyst is wonderful for calming the mind.
Oh, yeah, I love amethyst.
Yeah, and enhancing intuition.
Those are great suggestions.
Yeah, I hope that helps.
Yeah, totally. I'm already imagining all the like cool jewelry pieces
Right.
that I could repurpose for my altar.
That's awesome.
Speaking of repurposing, one of the coolest ideas in our source material is using old picture frames as sigil boards.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. But I have to admit, like, I'm not super familiar with sigils.
Okay, yeah,
Can you, like, break that down
of course.
for anyone who's listening
Yeah.
who might be new to the concept?
Yeah, so a sigil is basically like a symbol you create
Okay.
to represent a specific intention or desire.
Okay.
You can like charge it with energy
Yeah.
and use it in your spell work.
Okay.
And what's great about using an old picture frame
Mm.
is that it adds like a layer of visual appeal
Right.
and a personal touch to your practice.
Yeah, I love that.
Makes it feel special.
It's so much more interesting than just, like,
Totally.
drawing it on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
It's like you're creating a magical piece of art.
exactly. And
Oh.
you can get like super creative with it.
Oh, I bet.
You can paint the frame, you know, decorate it with crystals, herbs.
Oh, wow.
You can even use like fabric scraps
Oh, yeah.
or old book pages to create a really unique background.
That's amazing.
Right.
It's like giving a new story to an object that already has a history,
I love that.
which I guess is kind of what this whole deep dive is about.
It is.
Finding these hidden gems, in unexpected places
Absolutely.
and giving them new life and new meaning
I love it.
within our craft.
Beautiful.
Okay, so before we get too carried away, because we got a lot more to cover,
We do.
let's move on to another, like, thrift store staple.
Okay, let's do it.
Books.
Oh, yes, the book section.
Right.
One of my favorites.
Oh, I bet. So what kind of treasures might we unearth there?
Ooh, so many. Okay, so many.
Yeah.
Like, we could spend hours talking about finding used grimoires and spell books.
Oh, yeah.
But there's so much more to discover.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not just about finding those, like, rare out-of-print grimoires,
Okay.
although those are really exciting finds.
Huh.
But think about books on folklore and mythology,
Okay.
herbalism guides.
Oh, yeah.
Even old dictionaries or encyclopedias.
Oh, wow.
They can offer such a unique perspective on the craft
Right.
and provide inspiration for your own practice.
That reminds me of something.
Yeah.
I once found this beautiful vintage copy of Grimm's fairy tales at a thrift store.
Oh, wow.
And the illustrations were incredible.
Oh, I bet.
And the stories themselves are just so rich with symbolism and magic.
Oh, yeah.
It's become like a constant source of inspiration for me.
That's awesome.
It's a perfect example.
It is.
These stories connect us back to the roots of magic and folklore,
Right.
to a time when people, like, viewed the world through a much more enchanted lens.
Absolutely.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the content of the books either.
Right.
Think about the physical book itself.
Oh, yeah.
Like an old leather-bound journal
Okay.
could become your next grimoire,
Oh, cool.
filled with your own spells and rituals.
Right.
Or a beautiful vintage notebook could be a dream journal.
Oh, I love that idea.
Right.
Yeah, the energy of those old books, the way
Mhm.
they've been handled and loved over the years,
Yeah.
it all adds another dimension to your practice.
This is making me want to go to the thrift store right now.
Me too.
But before I do,
Okay.
let's talk about herbs.
Okay. Herbs.
Buying herbs online can be so expensive. And sometimes you end up with way more than you need.
So true.
So is thrifting a good option for, like, stocking up on herbs?
It can be.
Okay.
You might find dried flowers or herbs in potpourri
Oh, that's a good idea.
that you can repurpose.
Right.
Just be sure to identify them carefully
Mhm.
and make sure they haven't been treated with any like harmful chemicals.
Oh, right. Good point. Good point.
Yeah, safety first.
Yeah, what about finding herbs in the wild?
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever done that?
I have. It's wonderful.
Is it scary?
Well, it can be a little intimidating at first,
Okay.
but it's so rewarding.
Okay.
But it's important to do your research.
Mm-hmm.
Be 100% certain of what you're picking.
Right, right.
A good field guide is essential.
Oh, for sure.
And if you're a beginner,
Yeah.
it's always best to go with someone more experienced
Right.
until you feel confident on your own.
Safety first.
Always.
Okay, so speaking of things we can find in nature,
Yeah.
I have to ask about crystals.
Oh, Chris.
I've heard, like, mixed things about buying crystals at thrift stores.
Yeah.
What's your take?
It's definitely possible to find crystals at thrift stores.
Okay.
Often tucked away in boxes of costume jewelry or as part of decorative objects.
Right.
But you have to be discerning.
Okay.
Not everything that glitters is a genuine gemstone.
Right. So how can we tell if a crystal is real?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because I'm definitely not an expert gemologist.
There are a few, simple tests you can do.
Okay.
Check the temperature.
Okay.
Real crystals tend to feel cool to the touch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and look for imperfections.
Okay.
Natural crystals often have inclusions or variations in color.
Okay.
And most importantly, trust your intuition. If something feels off, it probably is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to, like, walk away if something doesn't feel right.
I love the idea of turning those thrift store crystal finds into talismans.
Yep.
I once found this beautiful piece of raw rose quartz that had been made into a pendant.
Oh, cool.
But the setting was broken.
Okay.
But the stone itself was perfect.
Awesome.
I cleansed it. And now I wear it whenever I need a little extra love and self-compassion.
Oh, I love that.
That's a beautiful example.
It is.
Of how thrifting can connect us to the energy of these stones in a really personal way.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm feeling so inspired.
I'm glad.
But we haven't even talked about clothes yet.
Oh, yes, clothes.
I have to admit, one of my favorite things about thrifting is finding unique pieces in my wardrobe.
I love that.
And I can only imagine how much fun it would be to put together like a witchy outfit
I know.
from secondhand finds.
It'd be so fun.
Right.
Oh, absolutely. Clothing can be such a powerful tool for expressing your magical self.
I love that.
Think about the symbolism of different colors and fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
A flowing black velvet skirt.
Okay.
A deep purple shawl.
Yes.
A silver pendant with a moonstone.
Okay, now you're speaking my language.
Right.
I'm picturing myself twirling in a forest clearing.
I love it.
Feeling like a powerful sorceress.
That's the best.
But seriously, how can we use clothing to enhance our practice?
You know, it's all about intention.
Okay.
Choosing garments that make you feel empowered and connected to your craft can really amplify your energy.
I feel that.
Yeah. And you can also use specific colors or symbols to align with the intention of a particular spell or ritual.
That's such a good idea.
Right.
It's like dressing your magic from the inside out.
I love it.
And it doesn't have to be anything fancy or expensive.
No, not at all.
An old scarf can become an altar cloth.
Yeah.
A tarnished belt buckle could be repurposed as a talisman.
So cool.
It's all about seeing the potential in the ordinary.
Exactly. And that's what makes thrift store witchcraft so empowering. It's about breaking free from the idea that magic requires expensive tools or ingredients.
Oh, I love that.
It's about reclaiming and repurposing what others may have discarded.
Yeah. And infusing it with your own intention and creativity.
It's about being resourceful and sustainable in your practice.
Exactly.
Which feels especially important in today's world.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But, you know, as exciting as it is to talk about like specific items, I think the true magic of thrift store witchcraft lies in the mindset it cultivates.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
Okay.
And encourages us to slow down.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Right.
See the beauty and potential in things that others might overlook.
That's such an important point.
It's about like shifting our perspective. Seeing the world through a more magical lens.
Exactly. And that brings us to like a key takeaway from our sources.
Okay.
Thrift store witchcraft.
Yeah.
It's not just about like finding cool stuff.
Right.
It's about cultivating a deeper connection to the energy of the objects we use in our practice.
Absolutely.
And to the world around us.
I love that.
And that's a powerful message to carry with us.
It is.
As we continue our exploration.
Of thrift store witchcraft.
I agree.
Okay, so we're back.
Back for more thrift store witchcraft.
I feel like we've uncovered like this whole new world.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, of magical possibilities.
So many possibilities.
Right, from candles to crystals to books to clothing.
It's incredible.
It's like thrifting can be a source for like all these powerful and unique tools.
Absolutely.
For your magical practice.
It's true.
And I'm walking away from this deep dive.
Yeah.
With a completely different perspective on thrift stores.
I bet.
Now, instead of seeing like racks of clothes and shelves of knickknacks, I'm seeing potential magic like in every corner.
I love that.
Right. But before we wrap up,
I
want to circle back to something you said earlier about like the mindset of thrift store witchcraft.
Oh, yeah.
It's about more than just the objects themselves.
Right.
It's about cultivating a sense of like mindfulness and intentionality.
I think that's so important.
Yeah, when you approach thrifting with that like magical lens, you start to see the world differently.
You really do.
You begin to notice like the energy of objects.
Yeah.
The stories that they hold, the potential that they have to be like transformed.
Exactly.
Like we're practicing recognizing the magic that's already all around us.
It's like a treasure hunt.
Yeah. And that feels really powerful.
It is powerful. And, you know, this whole idea of transformation, it's really at the heart of witchcraft itself.
Oh, totally.
Like we take these raw materials, you know, nature, the elements, the energies of the world around us, and we shape them into something new.
I love that.
And thrift store witchcraft, it just kind of extends that principle to the objects that we find in these secondhand spaces.
So we're taking something that's been discarded.
Yeah.
Overlooked.
Maybe even forgotten.
Yeah.
And we're giving it new life, new purpose.
New meaning.
Exactly. It's like a beautiful metaphor for the transformative power of magic.
So as we come to the end of this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
Ooh, a challenge.
I like it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Explore your local thrift store.
Okay.
With this like newfound perspective.
I love that.
Don't just go in looking for specific items.
Right.
Wander the aisles.
Yes.
Let your intuition guide you.
Let it guide you.
Pick up objects that spark your curiosity.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, and ask yourself, what is the story of this object? What energy does it hold?
Yeah.
How could I transform this into something magical?
Such a good question.
Right. And let go of any preconceived notions about what a magical tool should look like.
Let it go.
You might be surprised by what you discover.
So true.
And remember, the most potent magic comes from within.
Yes.
Your intention, your creativity, your connection to the world around you, those are the true sources of your power.
Beautifully said.
So go forth, dear listeners.
Go forth.
And embrace the magic of thrifting.
Yes.
We can't wait to hear about all the treasures that you unearth. Have fun thrifting, everyone.
Happy thrifting.